Hello and welcome from Iława in northern Poland. Very nice place. It's got the longest lake in Poland. It's got the largest lake island in Poland. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm going to talk about the latest news from Caravan Salon. Carthago has announced that it will be present, making it the second large RV producer to say that it's going to be at the event. So there's now Knaus and there's Carthago. Other companies such as Trigano, Rapido and others, I'm unable to say what the situation is at the moment. I suppose they will tell me when the time comes. So we've still got 2 months to go. Now the question is it worth buying a vehicle now? Price is probably what you're thinking about. Are you going to get a vehicle cheaper? The answer is no. Very definitely no. Lots of things you will be able to get cheaper in life. For example, probably real estate. That's probably even cars, but not motorhomes, RVs in general. There has been an increase in general on the cost of used vehicles. I did mention in an earlier video one area where the cost will fall. That is to say, people who have a business and they've suffered from coronavirus, or the not necessarily from the disease but the fallout, and they've had to get rid of things which were surplus to requirement, such as RVs. But that's the one case where people may have a fire sale. The thing is now, motorhomes, camper vans and caravans are seen as a safe way of travelling. You've got social distancing, you're not in a hotel, you do your own food, you've got everything in place. So that's why we're going to see more demand for purchase of these vehicles. So is it a good time to buy? Well, if you need one, you're going to have to pay more for it than you would have had to a year ago. Next thing is the price of new vehicles, and in this case I'd have to say, in my opinion, the costs have increased, and because the costs have increased, then what's going to also increase is the cost to the purchaser. So let's well, if you want a van, if you want to go travelling, if you don't want to have other people around you, then this is one thing that's going to happen. Now today I heard of the problems facing companies that do excursions. For example, there are companies that come to a place like this, Iława, and they arrange excursions for tourists, and the thing is, nobody wants to get in a bus with stacks of other people. So the cost is the first thing. Now the thing is, the commonest question I get on videos is how much does it cost, or a complaint, why does it cost so much, or that's not worth it, or something like that. The cost of an RV is very much hidden by the extras. So when people say how much does it cost, and my answer is I don't know. It depends what actually goes inside it. Now behind me, or previously behind me, there were some apartments. Now I worked in real estate finance. I could tell you, well 15 years ago anyway, I could tell you how much it would cost to build something like that. I could work it out, but what I can't tell you is what the land cost is. And I can't tell you how much the fittings are going to cost. And it's very much the same with RVs. I really don't know, because it depends what people want inside it. So the thing is, the increase in costs is not just from the base vehicle or the base fit out, it's through all the equipment which goes with it. So I think that in the whole you're going to have to get more money. You're going to need more money. What about financing? I'm just thinking this logically. I know that interest rates are at a historical low level. That's great, you might think. The trouble is finding a financial institution that's going to want to loan you the money, and that may be difficult. Indeed, instead of asking you, say, for 3 points over base, they might want 5 points over base, and they might want a bigger deposit. So I think the financing is going to be more difficult on the whole. So, to return to Caravan Salon, what about Carthago? Well, they say that they're going to have new models, but they say that every year. Everybody says that. What about other things? Well, they say they've got a new hygiene concept. So what does that mean? That they've got a bottle of disinfectant and a pair of plastic gloves for everybody. Well, it could be that, but it says it's a new concept and that's an old concept. So the new concept could be that they've got 2 bottles of disinfectant and a pile of gloves. Thanks very much for listening, and I shall bring more information on this as and when I know about it. And best wishes from Iwava. Well, I'll just show you this around now. There you are. It's a hotel, wonderful construction. I was on the management board of a hotel hotel development company, and I think that's great. I'd love to have had been involved in something like that. And over here, okay, you've got the exercise equipment, and there's the lake. But you can see that in my films about Iwava when I get around to doing them. Thanks for watching. Bye.